Good morning, dear children. How are you all? Are you keeping well? It's been a long time since I met you, and we had a long break of physics class, right? So I will quickly jump into today's class. You see, these are the toppers who have done very well in the Google Forms. I congratulate and appreciate all of them for their hard work and interest shown to complete the Google Forms well. First is Harini, Ruchita, Karen, Valerian, Harris, John, Xavier John. And second place goes to Arokya Sadhana, Darshini, Jackson, Madhi Elagan, Yogeshwar, Nityanandan, Catherine, Lisa, and Siddharth. And the third place goes to Deepan, Harish Khanna, Vidya Pushan, Samuel, Bevan, Sachin, Chetana, and Sagana. My sincere appreciations to all of you children. You have done very well. Thank you. Now, let me give you a quick recap of what I have done in the last class. A quick recap to get into today's class. We have done graphical representation of motion. In the graphical representation of motion, there were two parts. You remember that? Distance time graph is one part and velocity time graph is another part. In the distance time graph, what are the three things? There are three things always: distance, time, and speed. You remember distance, time, and speed. So in the distance time graph, what we are going to find? We are going to find speed. Okay. So in that there are two types. Okay, distance time graph. Always time is in x-axis and distance is in y-axis. So in this there are two types. One is uniform speed. Okay, another one is non-uniform speed. So what we are going to find in this graph, we are going to find speed. This is very important. So in the distance time graph, we are going to find speed. What is the speed? Dy by dx. The slope of this curve is calculated as speed. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. When we find, that is called speed. So one is uniform motion, another one is non-uniform motion. Over. In velocity time graph, what we are finding? Velocity in y-axis and time in x-axis. There are two types. One is constant velocity. So in the velocity time graph, what we are going to find? We are going to find displacement. So all commands at one important formula. What is that? Speed is equal to distance by time taken. Okay, this is a very important formula. In this formula everything comes. So in this formula distance time is there, so we are finding speed. In this formula velocity time graph, what is not there? Displacement is not there, so we are trying to find displacement. So this is a constant velocity acceleration is 0. Okay, how do we find this displacement? The area under this curve is called displacement. Simple. This is first example. What is the second example? You remember that? Uniformly accelerated motion. For this uniformly accelerated motion, what would be the displacement? The area under this line. Okay, this area is a triangle, area of a triangle. When it starts from here, it's the area of triangle and area of rectangle. So this is a short recap of what we have done in the last class. Graphical representation, distance time graph, one part. In distance time graph, uniform motion, non-uniform motion. What we are finding? We are finding speed. Next one, in the velocity time graph, what we are trying to find? Displacement. What are the two types? One is constant velocity, another one is uniformly accelerated motion. What we are finding? Displacement. How do we find the displacement? It is the area under the curve. Okay, done. We have done. Now we are moving into the most important part of today's class, and especially for this unit. Very important topic, the concluding topic. It is very easy, very interesting, and some people find it's difficult. I am going to give you a very good explanation so that you will understand it. We are going to do equations of motion. Equations of motion. So there are three equations of motion. So all the kinds of motion are derived into only three equations. We are going to find what are these three equations of motion, how to derive and how to solve our problems. That's it. So first one is V is equal to U plus AT. Second one, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Third one, V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. We are going to do this particular, in this particular class, we are going to deal with these three equations. How these three equations are formed and how these equations derive the motion, how they are depicting the motion. Okay, it's very easy. I am trying to explain this with only one graph. With one graph, I will explain all the three equations of motion. We are not going to derive in the graphical method three different graphs. It will confuse you. Only one graph, you can understand all the three equations of motion. As I said, I am going to explain all the three equations of motion with the help of only one graph. So this is the first equation of motion, that is V is equal to U plus AT. Okay, this is the first equation. I am going to draw a velocity time graph. Just now I have explained what is a distance time graph and velocity time graph. You remember that? In velocity time graph, what is x-axis? X-axis is always time in t. What is y-axis? Y-axis is always velocity. What is the unit of velocity? Meter per second. Okay, fine. Now this is one. Okay, in this velocity time graph, usually, you remember, I have reminded you just a couple of minutes before, from the velocity time graph, what we are going to find, we can find displacement. And how you find the displacement? The area under the curve. Okay, that's it. Okay, now let us say this is origin O or point A. uh, Take any example from your class. Bevan. Okay, Bevan. So Bevan is riding a motorbike. He's let his initial velocity by 10 meter per second. Okay, some 10 meter per second, this point. Okay, it is not zero, it is 10 meter per second. He's moving. It's not moving at 10 meter per second altogether, but he is giving the throttle. Okay, he is raising the throttle. When he gives the throttle, automatically he moves at a high speed. Is accelerating. In the case of motorbike, when you give a throttle in the wrist, you are accelerating, you're moving at high speed. When you ride car, when you press the accelerator pedal, it will raise the speed. So from this, for example, this point, 10 meter per second, anything like that. Okay, from here he's accelerating, Bhavan is accelerating to high speed. Okay, this is a final velocity. Maybe in y-axis you may call this as, this is 10 means this is 70 meter per second. He has reached that point. Okay, this is a final velocity. Okay, this is initial velocity u, this is a final velocity v. Okay, he's accelerated. He has moved speed. That's it. We have already completed the derivation. What is it? Now I am bringing this dotted lines into x-axis and I am moving it to y-axis. Okay, so it's a point zero. This is the initial velocity and this is final velocity. Okay, so the whole line is final velocity v, and this one, you see, this is u. Okay, this is u. So if this is v and this is u, what would be this? V minus u. Okay, v minus u. So v minus u is this part. We are almost done. We are almost done. This is v, the total. This is u, the what I have mentioned both sides. Okay, we are almost done. Now, what is the slope of this curve? For the distance time graph, slope of that curve is speed. For the velocity time graph, slope of this curve is acceleration. Acceleration is equal to y by x. What is y? This is y. This is x. So there are 2 points. Example, there are 2 points. This is t. Okay. This is y axis. Fine. Acceleration is equal to simple y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. This is x2, this is x1, this is y2, this is y1. Simple. So acceleration is equal to, what is y2? Final velocity v. What is y1? This is u. Okay, we are going to find, this is u, v minus u divided by, what is t2? This is t2. So that is t. What is t1? x1? x1 is 0. Okay, t minus 0. So a v minus u divided by t. So when this denominator comes on the other side, a t is equal to v minus u. So v minus u is what? This v minus u is equal to a t. Okay. So v is equal to this minus u, when it comes on the other side of the equal to mark, this becomes u plus a t. Okay, this is a equation, simple equation. We can do it very fast. Maybe at the end of the class I will do it very fast. Okay, you can follow it very fast. That's simple. Okay, acceleration is equal to, this is y, this is the slope of the curve. What is the slope of the curve? Y divided by x. What is y? U minus v minus u. What is x? What is x? T minus 0. Then you can find v is equal to u plus at. Can you see this? Okay, fine. Okay, v is equal to u plus at. We are done with the first formula. What is the second one, my dear students? Can you say what is the second one? The second one is equal to S is equal to ut plus half at square. So while you see the formula, you might be feeling, what is this ut at half square? That's simple. I have already said, with the help of this one particular graph, I am going to explain all the three. Okay. Now the same graph, I am going to draw the same graph, that is velocity time graph, velocity meter per second, and the time in t, and here starting with u. Okay, starting with u and reached v, and this is v. Okay, fine. Now this is a, let us consider this point as b. Okay, draw one line from here, one line from there, a b c d e. That's all. Simple. Velocity time graph. In this velocity time graph, what can we find? Again and again I am repeating and repeating and repeating. In the velocity time graph, we can find displacement. Displacement, that is equal to s. Displacement. I hope you remember what is distance and displacement. Distance means simply the scalar value, the amount of the distance, that is total distance covered. Uh, it can be only a positive value, but displacement can be zero. A person can go around and come to the same point. Displacement is zero, but distance is calculated. Okay, displacement. Now, what? So, in the velocity time graph, we can find displacement. How do we find displacement? Area under the curve. This is what I have explained now. Area under the curve. So, if this is the curve, area under this curve is the displacement. Displacement is meter. That's all. When we try to find this, almost done. So, area. What are the area? This is the whole area. How can we find this area? This is a rectangle. For example, this color is not working anyway, but I am trying. This is rectangle and this is triangle. Okay. So what is this area? Area of rectangle and area of triangle. Area of this rectangle and area of this triangle. So how can we find? This is second law of motion. S is equal to ut plus half at square. How can we find the third law? V square minus u square is equal to 2as. Simple. This is already a trapezium. When you apply the formula of trapezium, you can find the third law of motion. Only one equation. You need not to confuse. In the book, it is a bit confusing. You follow this. Okay. Now, what is the area? Area under the curve. What area? A B C D E. A B C D E. How can we divide this A B C D E? A B D E, that is area of rectangle, A B D E plus triangle B C D. Okay, triangle B C D. That's all. Okay, what is the area of rectangle? Simple. Length into breadth. What is this length? This length is T, already known. You remember, this is u, this is v, this is u, and this is v minus u, that is equal to at. From the first equation of motion, that is equal to at. Now what is the rectangle? Area of rectangle, length into breadth. Breadth is u. So length into breadth plus, what is the area of triangle? Half base into height. Okay, half BH. Simple. When you solve this, automatically you can find the answer. Can you see this board? Okay, fine. Now what is length into breadth? T into u, ut. Length into breadth is, length is t, breadth is u. This is u, initial velocity, ut, plus half. What is b? What is the base? Base is t. What is h? What is the height? This height of this triangle, v minus u, right? T. This v minus u is equal to at. This v minus u is equal to at. We are taking at. Okay. Instead of this v minus u, we are taking at. So ut plus. So yes, this is called area. Is we are finding how we are finding AC area from this equation. Yes is the displacement. So S is equal to ut plus half at square. At square. We have found the second equation of motion. Okay, very simple. We have done the second equation of motion simply by calculating this area and this area. Okay, fine. We have done. Now we are going into the third equation. What is this third equation? This third equation is 2 v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Fine. This is the third equation. Okay, simple. In the velocity time graph, we are finding displacement. What is displacement? Displacement is, yes, What is displacement? Displacement is the area covered by this curve. So what is the area? S is equal to, we are trying to find S is equal to, instead of dividing this into a triangle and rectangle, we are finding area of trapezium. Area of trapezium. This is like a trapezium. Okay, this shape is like a, this shape is like a trapezium. So we are finding area of trapezium. What is the area of trapezium? B by 2 into H1 plus H2. Okay, what is this B? Base. What is this base? Base is already T. X-axis T by 2. Can you see that? Okay, you can see that. H1, what is H1? U. What is H2? V. Right? U plus V. So, S is equal to, S is equal to V, U plus V or V plus U divided by 2 into T. Okay. Now, you might be wondering, what is it? Here it is V square minus U square. Here it is S is equal to U plus V by 2 divided by T. Where it comes? Now, instead of this T, we are substituting from the first equations of motion. From the first equation of motion, what is T? What is first equation of motion? Anybody say? You can say, but I can't hear now. But anyway, right? This is equal to V is equal to U plus AT. So V minus U is equal to AT. This U has gone this side, so minus. T is equal to V minus U divided by A. Simple. T is equal to V minus U divided by A from the first equation of motion. Can you see that? I hope you can see some problem. Okay, fine. Now, V minus U divided. You are substituting this T to this equation. Can you see that? Okay, fine. S is equal to U plus V divided by 2. Instead of T, I am substituting V minus U. Okay, V plus U, V minus U divided by A. Okay, that's all. Over. Done. V plus U, V minus U. What is V plus U, V minus U? A plus B plus A minus B. A plus B into A minus B. A square minus B square. Simple. S is equal to V square minus U square divided by 2A. So this 2A will go on that side. 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. Done. Done. Third equation is done. Okay. So three equations I have done from one particular graph. So this is damn easy. Okay. Now we will try to solve some of the problems. See, I can derive all the three equations of motion from one graph. Let us do it very fast. I can do it in 2 minutes. I can do it. Okay. Velocity, simple. Velocity, time. Velocity, this is U. This is V. Okay. This is A, B, C, D, E. This is T. That's all. This is V minus U because this whole is V. The small thing is U. Okay, you find it? Simple. What is this? From this graph, from velocity time graph, what we can find? We can find slope of this curve will give, so acceleration is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. What is y2? Y2 is the final velocity v. What is y1? This is initial velocity u divided by x2 minus x1. What is x2? T minus what is x1? This is 0. Okay, 0. So a is equal to v minus u divided by t. Then at is equal to v minus u. So v is equal to u plus at. Done. Equation is done. Okay. Now what is the second equation? Second equation, we are trying to find the area of this curve. The area under is called displacement. Okay. This is first equation. This is a second equation. S is equal to area under the curve. What is the area? There are two area. One is area of rectangle and one is area of triangle. Area of triangle and rectangle. Fine. What is the area of rectangle? Area of triangle is equal to half BH. Half BH plus area of triangle length into breadth. Simple. Half into what is B? B is T. What is H? H is equal to for this triangle H is equal to V minus U. What is this V minus U? V minus U is equal to AT. So instead of this V minus U, for this triangle, I am putting AT. Done. Plus length into breadth. For this rectangle, what is this length? Length is T. Breadth is U. UT. Simple. Done. S is equal to half AT square plus UT. So UT plus half AT square. Done. Done. Now so I have crossed 2 minutes, but anyway I will do it. 3. What is the third equation of motion? Third equation of motion, simple. Area of trapezium. S is equal to, what is the area of trapezium? Of P by 2 H1 plus H2. What is B? Base. Base is always T divided by 2. What is H1? U plus H2 is V. Done. That's all. Then 1 by 2 U plus V. Instead of this T, there is a T. Instead of this T, I am taking this T from here. Okay. This T from here. So this equation T is equal to V minus U divided by A. Okay. From here I am taking here. So half V plus U, V minus U divided by A. That's all. That's all. What is that's all? Half into U plus V plus U minus V is equal to A plus B into A minus B, that is A square minus B square. V square minus U square divided by 2A. Yes. So 2A will go on the other side, then 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. I will tell you what is the significance of this formula. All the three formula I have done in 4 minutes. Just I tried for 2 minutes, but I could not succeed. We have done in 4 minutes. Okay. Dear children, I'm going to solve the numericals for all these three equations. If you say numericals, some of them find very difficult. Oh, numericals, problems, mathematics, I can't do it. It's damn easy. Damn easy. It's nothing. I am teaching you a code word. If you understand this code word and this formula, automatically you can solve any number of problems. Simple. The code word is sweat. This is the all these variables are acronymed in such a way. SWOT. SWOT means all these variables. If you know what is SWOT, you can solve any number of problems. For this problem, you see, for a motion, initial velocity is given and acceleration is given and time is given, and they are asking for the final velocity. Okay, there was lot of problems. How we can select, how we can choose the equation according to the things what is given. You are choosing the equation, that's all. According to the credentials or according to the given quantities, you are choosing the equation. There are only three equations. Okay, fine. Now you remember, always you take SWOT. SWOT means SUVAT. Okay, A, small a, and small t. Okay, capital V. Now, what is S? S is displacement. Displacement is given? No, it's not given. Leave it. Not given. U is given? Yes, U is given. 12 meter per second. V is given? No, V only they are asking. Acceleration is given? Yes, given. Meter per second square. Time is given? Yes, 15 seconds. All are given. Okay. From this, now UAT is given. Check the formula. UAT is there. We cannot select this formula because S is not there. We cannot select this formula because S is not there. So displacement is not given. When acceleration and time and initial velocity is given, there is only one and non-variable. Easily we can find. So V is equal to U plus AT. What is U? 12 plus A. What is A? 2 meter per second. What is 15? By the time you might have already done this. Okay, instead of I am teaching this, 12 into 30 plus 2 into 15, 30. Now V is equal to 42. What is the unit? What is the unit of velocity? Meter per second. That's all. Is it tough? Simple, damn easy. Okay. Now, okay. Now let me try another problem. Another problem. Find out the value of final velocity. Find out now. First problem also final velocity, but A is given, T is given. Now you see, find out the value of final velocity. V. You have to find final velocity. If initial velocity U is equal to, so from the problem you try to find. So what? S U V A T. Okay. What is U? Well, initial velocity is 10 meter per second. Okay. Acceleration A is equal to 0.11 meter per second square. Displacement. Okay. Displacement is equal to 200 meter. Okay. Can we apply the first formula? Okay, this is given, U is given, A is given, D is given. Okay, what is the first formula? V is equal to U plus AT. I should not have rubbed. V is equal to U plus AT. Second one, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Third is 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. Can we apply the first formula? We cannot apply because acceleration time is not given. So time is not given, so we cannot use this first formula. Time is not given. Acceleration is given, U is given, but time is not given. But in the second equation, displacement is given, initial velocity is given, but even then, time is not given. Okay, time is not given. Fine. Okay, we cannot use that. What is the third equation? 2A is equal to V square minus U square. So, what is given? U square is given, A is given, S is given. So we have to use third formula. Simple. 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. 2 into A. What is A? 0.11. What is S? 200 is equal to V square, that we have to find because final velocity we have to find. Minus U square. What is U square? 10 square. Okay. So battery is running low, no issues. Now, so when we solve this 0.22 into 200, okay, yes, into this is 200, yes, 200 into V square minus 10 square. Ultimately, then you will get this will cancel, then 44. Okay, 44. This 10 square when it comes here plus 100. 10 square is 100. V square is equal to 144. That is equal to V square. So V is equal to root of 144. V is equal to 12 meter per second. That's all. Simple. So when T is not given, when T is given, you can go for first equation. When T is not given, you can't go for first and second because both has T, and third one there is no T. Solve the third equation. That's it. Now I'm going to try with the next one. This is the last example of this three equations of motion. You see, I already said SWOT. These are the five variables of these equations. Once you know all these five variables and all the three equations, this is damn easy to solve any kind of problems. Okay, a person is traveling at a straight line. If he covered a distance of 145 meter, so distance and displacement sometimes they're used interchangeably. Okay, S is given. Okay, 142.5 meter in 15 seconds. Oh, time is given with a constant acceleration. So a person is moving, he covered some distance in 15 seconds. So when you try to imagine a person from here, he covered the distance of 142 meters. Okay, in 15 seconds he has covered from A to B with a constant acceleration. A is equal to 0.2 meter per second square. Find out the initial velocity. A is given. Okay, meter per second square. So find the initial velocity. Find the initial velocity U. Okay, so SUVAT, simply write SUVAT, SUVAT, and put all the values over there. Now, which formula to use? This is a confusion for all the students. Which formula to use? Okay, now I am trying to say three equations you know already. V is equal to U plus AT. Fine. Now S is given. So second and third formula. What is the second one? S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Okay, UT plus, but here U is not given. UT plus half AT square. Third one, 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. Okay, so we cannot use first formula because S is given. So we are going for second formula and third formula. In third formula, V is also not given, U is also not given. So we cannot use third formula because both are not given. We cannot find. In the second formula, you see S is given, A is given, T is given. S is given, U is given, T is given. That's all. A is given. You have to find the only U. So S is equal to, what is S? 142.5 is equal to U. What is U? U only we have to find. What is T? 15 seconds. Okay, 15 plus half. What is A? A is zero point 0.2. AT square. What is T? 15 square. Okay, simple. Now 15U plus half. This will become 0.1. 0.1 into 15 square, 225. 225 is 22.5. Okay, 142.5. This 15U. 15U will be there. Now 142 minus 22.5, 120, right? 120. Now U is equal to 120 divided by 15, that is equal to 8 meter per second. Okay, U is equal to meter per second. So you need not to confuse yourself which formula to use. You are writing SUVAT, SUVAT. You have already memorized all the three formulas. You are solving those three formulas in it. Now I have very elaborately dealt with all the three equations how it is. Now the most important thing I am going to do in the next class. Why these three equations? What is this U plus AT half AT square, this TAT, yes, A, B, C, and what is this? Where it applies in the real time? Where I am going to use? Why to study these formulas? So the importance of that equations of motion I will deal with the next class. Very thank you for listening to this class, and I hope you will do all the problems. This time I am giving problems in the Google Forms. Very smartly you are doing, and I hope this time also you will do well. All the best. Do well. Stay safe and stay immune. Thank you. Bye. Take care.